Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, a Core 4 parenting podcast blending soul and science-based strategies to empower pandemic moms like you, raising kindergarten-ready kids. I'm Cara Tyrrell, your host, a lifetime lover of littles, girl mom, early childhood educator, and conscious parenting coach who truly believes that how we connect and collaborate with our kids in the first 5 years is how we raise world-ready kids who will change this world. Hey, Mama, you know that it takes a village to raise a child, but did you know you can choose your village? That's why I've created a virtual village for you with all kinds of like-minded mamas. They're conscious, they're collaborative, they're intentional. Their goal is to raise really good human beings who will grow up to add value to this world. Join us today in our free private community on Facebook. Use the link in the show notes and let's transform the toddler years together. Mamas, this is a very special episode. Today is July 4th here in the United States. That means it's a really special day. We're celebrating our independence. There will be all kinds of parties in different ways involving fireworks and family get-togethers. But mostly what we're celebrating is our autonomy, our ability to lean into who we are at any given moment of any given day, use our voices, and everybody needs to be okay with that because we are independent people. And there's another huge celebration going on. As of yesterday, July 3rd, this podcast turned 6 months old. And so I cannot celebrate enough because there's so much happening here. And the parallels are undeniable. I have put my heart, my soul, my voice into this podcast. And that's what podcasting is, right? It's about finding your voice, finding your mission, finding your purpose and your passion, and leaning so far into it that you inspire others to listen to what you have to say, to how you feel, and to what you believe. And I could not be more honored to say that the last 6 months have been the best roller coaster ride of my professional life, connecting with you, listening to you, hearing your feedback, reading your reviews, things like I can hear her heart. That just strikes and lets me know I am exactly on the right path to meet your needs as a conscious collaborative mom raising a COVID generation kiddo. This is all new territory and we're in it together, right? Just like Independence Day, all new territory, we're in it together. Other really exciting news is that because this is really deeply landing, and because of you, the Transforming the Toddler Years podcast has listenership now in the top 3% worldwide. We have growing audiences in Canada and Australia and the United Kingdom. And this really fuels me to know that a pandemic happened globally. And my collaborative parenting methodology that I bring to you in different ways through every episode, whether they're solo or a guest, is being heard globally. This educational crisis that we are embarking on is not specific to any one country. I know you saw on the news and read all the newspapers, the medical crisis is over. The COVID-19 pandemic medical crisis is over. That is fantastic news. But what's also true is that the educational crisis for our COVID gen kids is just beginning. And you know this. You see it in the milestones that they're not quite meeting. You see it in their social anxieties when you walk out into the world with them. You see it in regressions that they're not recovering. You see it when you try to drop them off somewhere. You know this, but you also have a very unique skill set which is that you know what you don't know. And you are creating a level of awareness that says, I'm ready to learn what I need to know in order to support my child into their next level of independence based on where they are right now, not where other people think they should be. And so as we celebrate July 4th over here in the US, as I celebrate you every day, every episode for who you are and the conscious collaborative parent that you have an intention to be, I'm also celebrating your children and the unique opportunity that you are giving them by investing yourself in continuing education around parenting personal development in both the soul piece that we do a lot of work around here and the science, where I give you those early childhood education intentional language cues because you care. You care so, so deeply. And if you're relatively new to the podcast, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Early on in the show, right when I launched, I did a mini series, the 5 executive functioning skills that your COVID generation kids need to find success in school and life. And because we're celebrating, I feel like there's got to be gifts, right? What's a big party without a gift or two? So here's the deal. I recently had those executive functioning skills series turned into a mini course because I know how much it matters to you to take this at your own pace and to engage with your kids just a little bit differently every day based on one skill and then the next and then the next. That mini course is now available for purchase. But you as a listener are getting a code in today's show notes to take 50% off the class because it's gift time. You care. I care. We are all celebrating this huge 6-month episode moment. And together, we really are doing our big job of raising toddlers and preschoolers and kindergartners who are going to recover those lost milestones, find who they are, and thrive in this ever-changing world. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for celebrating with me. And make sure to go into the show notes and click the link, go over and grab your mini course for 50% off with the promo code. We are doing this together. And I'm in this for the long haul. Just so you know, 6 months in celebrating, we are not done. I will be here in a year. I will be here in 2 years because your kids will continue to face new challenges as they move through their developmental phases and stages into the preschool years, into their early education years. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. And you stay here too. And continue to leave those ratings and continue to leave your reviews and continue to email me the topics that you most want to see covered and most need to see covered. And I am rooting for you. Until our next episode, stay mindful and proactive as you transform the toddler years.